the next generation Sony A7V is just over the horizon. Should you pause creative work and risk missing key opportunities while you wait for the rumored marvel? Or should you grab the trusty A7 IV today, even if the imminent successor might overshadow it from day one? Beyond mere specifications, the key isn't just that the A7V will arrive, it's whether it genuinely earns its crown as the full-frame enthusiast camera king, or stumbles under soaring expectations and fierce competition. Let's dive into that landscape and find out. Sony's Alpha 7 mirrorless evolution has fundamentally reshaped the camera world. From the original A7 III to the A7 IV, Sony cemented a pattern of meaningful generation jumps accompanied by incremental price increases, launching the A7 III at $1,999 in 2018, then the A7 IV at $2,499 in 2021. Now, leaked intelligence and market filings suggest the A7V will debut at around $2,799 just for the body. That shift isn't hypothetical, it appears rooted in actual regional pricing strategies. In Europe, photographers may pay roughly €3,400 including VAT, while in Canada the final sticker might top $4,000 Canadian, reinforcing that Sony is pushing into premium territory. This steep pricing sets the stage for the A7V to deliver transformational advantages. Sensor breakthrough. The consistent rumor now centers on a 44-megapixel back-illuminated CMOS sensor, rebuffed earlier talk of a 33MP stacked alternative. The 44MP BSI sensor is considered fully credible by reputed insiders, delivering increased cropping latitude, finer detail, and a resolution that nestles elegantly between the 33MP A7 IV and the Ultra HD A7 R series. Importantly, this sensor is non-stacked, which may preserve heat control and maintain more affordable production costs. Powering this sensor is Sony's Beyond X processing engine, with industry whispers now confirming integration of a dedicated AI accelerator chip. This AI module is likely to substantially enhance the autofocus system, enabling smarter real-time subject tracking. This addresses persistent user critiques of the A7 IV's autofocus under demanding conditions, particularly fast-moving events or wildlife scenarios, where manual tracking points often remain necessary. Performance on paper promises to leap. Burst rates jump to a blistering 20 frames per second, double the A7 IV's capability, thanks to faster sensor readouts and the new processor. And for video creators, Sony is rumored to support 4K 16-bit RAW output through HDMI, paired with S-Log3 and S-Cinetone profiles, solidifying Sony's dominance in hybrid still/video workflows. Keywords: 16-bit 4K RAW, hybrid filmmaking tool. Stabilization is also amped up. Some leaks suggest up to 8 stops of 5-axis in-body image stabilization, critical for handheld shooting and long lens flexibility in low light. Dual media slots, yet another rumored upgrade, offer dual CF Express Type A/SD cards, catering to reliability and high-speed workflows. Thermal redesigns aimed at managing heat during sustained high-speed shooting rounds out the package. Keywords: IBIS performance, dual card redundancy, thermal optimization. Physical design cues appear borrowed from the flagship A1/A12 shell, with a more refined, robust grip and interface, delivering a flagship feel at a sub-$3K price. The rear LCD is likely to be the same brighter, versatile tilting or fully articulating touchscreen borrowed from top models. Users specifically called out an upgrade over the A7 IV's display, and Sony seems to be listening. The electronic viewfinder will also receive enhancements, though exact resolution remains under rumor, yet the path to supremacy is far from smooth. Sony confronts internal tensions. Can it pack flagship-grade tech into a mid-tier price point without cannibalizing its own A1/A12 flagship sales? Externally, the competition is not slouching. Canon's R6 Mark II brings uncropped 4K 60, though often with reduced dynamic range. Nikon's Z6 II deliver excellent EVF clarity and sharper ergonomics. Panasonic's S5 II and S5 III emphasize stabilization and video finesse. A channels-wide baseline emerges. Expectations are sky-high. One of the most divisive points: the continuing omission of a top-deck LCD panel. While Sony fans argue it's redundant and cluttered, many enthusiast users insist it's essential for fast, silent status checks, particularly during weddings, events, or discreet street shooting. Sony's streamlined, minimalist layout may alienate this demographic. Other user-requested improvements include a deeper hand grip, cleaner touch-based menu cascades similar to Hasselblad, and better physical weight distribution. Another wildcard: delays. Some industry chatter suggests Sony might prioritize its top-margin A1/A12 production ahead of the A7 V, potentially deferring the A7 V launch into late 2025 or early 2026. If that occurs, current users may seek alternatives, like the capable A7C2 or used/refurbished A7 IV. To avoid waiting indefinitely, this introduces a psychological hazard: waiting paralysis. Should you sit on your gear upgrade until Sony delivers the next flagship, or start shooting with what you have? Experienced photographers caution against delaying your creative journey for specs alone. Will the Sony A7V deliver a king-class modern mirrorless system? On paper, the ingredients are compelling: a 44MP BSI sensor, advanced AI autofocus, doubled burst rate, flagship-inspired body, 4K RAW video, upgraded stabilization, improved ergonomics and display. It projects as an outstanding hybrid tool, potentially the most versatile camera in its niche, but the crown won't be secure. The $2,799 body price demands near-perfect execution. The continued absence of a top LCD and some ergonomic trade-offs may repel traditionalists. The competitive options from Canon, Nikon, and Panasonic remain formidable. Delayed timing could frustrate the core user base, and Sony must avoid cannibalization of its own higher-end products. To truly seize the throne, the A7V needs to launch on time, fix real user gripes, and deliver measurable, transformative value. Can the autofocus truly outperform the A7 IV in the real world? Will the 44MP sensor deliver usable dynamic range and low-light performance? Can stabilization meet real-world expectations? And critically, will it ship in time to catch the wave of buyer enthusiasm, or slip out of the spotlight due to delays? If Sony navigates these challenges well, the A7V could indeed reclaim the throne and become the new benchmark for enthusiasts seeking flagship-level imaging at a lower-tier price. But in a mirrorless kingdom ruled by innovation, value, and timing, the coronation is anything but assured. So, do you chase the rumored A7V? Or stick with the tried, trusted A7 IV, or even consider cross-brand alternatives? Tune into your priorities: predictable refinement or speculative upgrade potential. Your next move could define your creative direction for years. Thanks for watching.